Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. Please consider subscribing and hit the alert for all future videos. Today what I'm going to be doing is a May week 1 and week 2 cash stuffing. I am changing up my budget a little bit. If you have not already seen the May budget setup, I'll just kind of walk you through really quickly a few of the bullets of the changes. I do have some new sinking funds and categories that I've added due to some situations in my life, as well as where I normally pull out cash for the entire month, I'm pulling out cash for the first 2 weeks. And this time I'm going to be rolling money from week to week because I did leave part of the money in the account, in my checking account, so that I can help to alleviate or at least diminish the number of times I have to add money into my bank envelope. So I did more of an in-depth description of that in my setup video, so you might want to watch that if you have any questions. But today what I'm going to be doing is the cash stuffing, which is always my favorite part of the month, which is like getting paid all over again. So what I'm going to be using is I've gone back to the Maldron pocket. So I was using the Motrin pocket with the 33 or 35 rings. It was really thick and it was great because it didn't get so stuffed when I put in the money. But what I found is just too big for my purse. I can never zip my purse. So what I've done is I've gone back to this one. It has much smaller rings, and I have redone my pouches and I've created new envelopes. So I still have a pouch for groceries, eating out, allowance, back to bank, also has coins in it, where before I had 2 separate ones. And then I have an envelope for clothing, recreation for my mom, medicine, household, giving, personal care, and miscellaneous. And then I still have a pouch in the back for receipts. So all of these are in my Etsy shop, Pretty Productive. And the reason why I redid them is I felt like I just needed a refresh, if that makes sense. And then what I've done is I've taken my regular envelopes that are kind of my sinking funds, I've relaminated them and relabeled them. So I have groceries, eating out, allowance, recreation, giving, personal care, clothes, my mom, gifts, toiletries, household, electricity, savings challenge, and bank. So these go into 2 different binders, but these stay at home, and then this goes with me. So let's go ahead and get started. And then of course we have savings challenge and my birthday envelope. So what I did was I figured out how much money I needed for the month. Then I divided that by half, and I pulled out the cash for the first 2 weeks of the month. And I looked at what I had currently in the bank, which was my back to bank envelope, and removed that from what I needed to pull out. So though I am stuffing 1,440, I only had to pull out 930 because the rest was out of my bank envelope. And that just, I spent a lot of time just taking money from different envelopes in the month of April, and I want to avoid that in the month of May. So here we go. So the first thing that I always seem to stuff is groceries. It's the category I've been over a lot in. So I'm going to put $100 into grocery. And I do find with the pocket envelopes, I do like the bigger bills because they don't get quite so chunky. So for eating out, I'm going to put 50. So I'm going to do 2 20s and a 10. No, 2 20s and 2 5s. So 50. I had a lot of 5s. I had over 13 5s in my bank, so I did choose to use those first before I took 10s out of my bank account. And then for allowance, it's also $50. And then for clothes, it is $50. For recreation, it is $50. For my mom, it's going to be $50. So if you are new to my channel, my mom went into a memory care facility, and there's just certain things that, because I live close to her as well as my sisters, it's easier for us to go get things for her. I did find last month, because she had just gone in, that there was a lot of things we didn't know about and we didn't really want to bother my dad with. So I was just taking money out of whatever envelope I could find. So I decided it would be smarter to go ahead and set her up a sinking fund. So I always had money in there, and I set up pedicures and manicures and haircuts for her going forward. So then I'll know from a budget standpoint of what I'm going to be spending each month. And then there'll be extra money if I want to bring something to her or get her something new. So I budget $100 for this fund to start, to see how that goes. I'm going to put the first $50 in now. And then medicine is $50. Household was, look at that. I did $40. And then I also have a gift card that I'm going to put into household. So my husband's boss gave him a $200 gift card to kind of thank them because they've been working crazy hours. So he gave it to me because I'm looking to buy a vacuum / mop that I gave one to my daughter for a housewarming gift, and I think it's something that would work well on my floors. So I started to save for it, so he handed me the gift card. So I'm going to take the gift card and put it in here as well. I'm going to borrow hers before I buy one for myself though. Giving is actually staying in the bank. The reason why I have an envelope in here is on Sundays I either write out a check or I do the online giving. So depending on which way I go, I'm going to have the envelope in here. If I'm not using it, I'll take the envelope out. Personal care is $50, and I'm going to do 20, 30, 35, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. I think that's right. Might be fives. Let me look. Personal care, 3 fives. Okay, yeah, that's good. So it's 50 in there. I do have a massage earlier in the month this time because the person that I've been going to is leaving, and it makes me very sad. So, and the miscellaneous is just whatever, if I'm going to do something I need to grab money, I'm going to put it in here. And so this is ready to go. I have already done all of my transaction registers. So I did it for the month, the entire amount that I'm going to have in that category, and then I'll just list all my transactions in one spot. So, okay, this still closes. We're good. And then the balance of this money is going to go into my envelopes for my next cash stuffing. So the first thing I'm going to do is my savings challenge. Let me find that envelope. I tried to keep them the same color that they were when I relaminated them and relabeled them because I kind of gotten used to their colors, but you never know. So for May, then total month is $500. So for week 1 is $130. And what I'm looking at is my cheat sheet, which looks like that, and how I break down the money. So I did review this in my setup video. So 130 is going in for week 1. This is my first savings challenge and I'm really loving it. So I'm sure I will be doing more in the future. And then the balance will go into my envelope for the next week. So I will need 2 $100 bills, 150, 5 20s, 3, 4, 5, and 4 5s. 4. So if the total was 150, I'm sorry, total is 500. I put in 130. I should have 370. 1, 2, 50, 90, 310, 330, 350, 355, 60, 65, 70. Okay, that is right. 50s always mess me up a little bit. And then for my birthday envelope, I'm putting in 200 because I've been putting in 50 per week, but since I stuff it all at the beginning of the month, I don't know why I've been doing it this way. I finally decided to go ahead and put in $100 bills. So that means I have 200, 300, 400, 500, 650. I'm almost at my goal, or well, my goal is $1,000 by July. But I am saving up to buy a wallet for my birthday, and so I'm almost there for that, which is ridiculously expensive, but I feel like if I save for something, I can buy it. Okay, so household has 120 that's rolling over from last month. I'm going to leave that in here. I don't know when she's going to clean again. And then I am putting 120 in here. And then this will be it for the month. And then for the extra that I pull out, the $80, I did 40 now and I'll do 40 in 2 weeks. So this is in case she cleans. Hopefully she will, but I don't know. I think that's right. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. Okay. So for clothes, it's 50 for next week. Okay, that was not correct. Allowance is 50. Personal care, that's done. Giving, recreation's done. Okay, so these are the two that are not right. So what I'm gonna do is take out from household. I'm guessing I didn't pull that yet. So groceries will get 100. Eating out will get 50, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, I think that's right. Oh, should have had 15. Okay, yep, that is right. Okay, so that is my cash stuffing for the first part of May. And then what I'll do is at the end of week 1, I'll still do my check-in, and at the end of week 2, I'll do my check-in and then pull out the cash that I have not already used on either my debit card or my credit card, and I'll pull out the cash for the balance of the month. So I'm going to try it this time, just see if this works well, and hopefully it will alleviate how many times I have to move money between my bank envelope and my accounts. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I hope you're doing great on your budget as well, and I hope you are all ready for a new month. Thank you so much for watching.